What's poppin', everybody? In this video, we're going to be checking out the FiFine Am8 microphone, which is a USB-C and XLR microphone. And we're going to even compare it to the K688 microphone from FiFine. And we're going to be doing sound tests, so just sit tight. It's going to be a good video. We're going to try to give you as much information as possible to make a good decision in buying a budget microphone. So the Am8, it has a mute button on the back. It's got a headphone jack, USB-C port, XLR port, and it has direct headphone monitor. So you can kind of like hear yourself in your headphones while you're talking. Of course, it has a gain knob, but it also has a cool RGB like lights at the bottom of it, and you can control those lights with a button on the mic where you can kind of alternate, where you can have it kind of like rainbow color all the way to red or blue, purple. It's really cool. Yeah, you get a lot for $60. All right, so I'm speaking directly into the FiFine Am8 microphone, and I got it connected through USB-C. You can also connect it via XLR, but I got it running through USB-C because then I can utilize the mute button, the knobs, and the cool lights. So if you run it XLR, you're gonna not have full control of like the volume, because you're going to be controlling all that through your audio interface anyway. So that's not really a downside, but it gives the mic versatility where you can run it through your audio interface, or you can just run it straight directly to your laptop. Yeah, so for $60, this mic is a steal. It's pretty dope. I like how it sounds, and it's really good for streamers if you're trying to, pull up OBS and hook up your Elgato and start streaming your video games. It's easy setup. Everything sounds cool. And the cool thing about the lights, you can adjust the RGB lights to like whatever your vibe is. You can do purple, red, orange, anything. So, it's dope to me. I mean, you get a lot for $60, man. Just the lights, the mute button. You got a headphone jack on this mic. You got, what else? I already told you about the USB-C connection, and then you have the XLR connection. Yeah, you can't lose with this mic. But we're going to compare this mic to the K688 and see the sounds and see how it handles explosives. So I'm just gonna read this website. Let me see. I'm trying to read like a sentence, and then so people have an idea, and I'm gonna read the same sentence on the K688. So we're gonna compare like FiFine podcast mics, because you could use this for a podcast mic if you wanted to. All right, so let's do I'm going to read a motivational quote, and then I'm going to read the same quote on the K688, so you guys can get an idea of the different sound qualities of these mics. So let's get into it. If you're too comfortable, it's time to move on. Terrified of what's next, you're on the right track. Let's do that one more time. If you're too comfortable, it's time to move on. Terrified of what's next, you're on the right track. All right, so now we're on the K688, the FiFine K688, and if you're too comfortable, it's time to move on. Terrified of what's next, you're on the right track. If you're too comfortable, it's time to move on. Terrified of what's next, you're on the right track. So yeah, so that's this is the K688. And yeah, so that's pretty much testing out both mics. You get to hear both mics, and hopefully you can kind of decide for yourself what FiFine mic you want to pick to kind of like launch your YouTube channel or your online business, voiceovers, whatever you're trying to do, and it's audio work, any vocal stuff. you know, you're going to need a mic if you're Twitch streaming, if you're, yeah, whatever you're doing. So you want to, if you're on a budget, these mics are so good, man. They come in handy if you're like not trying to spend $600, $700 for like a really high end mic. These are great options, especially if you're just loading up OBS and you're just going to stream and load up videos to show your friends. Like, this is like a really quality mic. I want to know in the comments what you guys think of both of these mics. Which one do you think sounds the best with my voice? And like I said, I didn't do a bunch of EQing, you know, maybe just raise or boost the gain on both these mics to kind of balance them out so it's sitting at the right volume for both for better comparison. But other than that, that's all I did. So I'll see you guys on the next one, and I'm out.